you need to learn to work together with the people to help perfect their own individual craft, if you will. So I take I take a warrior style leadership approach, much like to say in a similar way that I digested teaching martial arts is I do that with the person as well. So so what motivates you is not going to motivate somebody else,
right?
Or maybe it will, but it's not but it's not going to sink in and click together with them as well. So being able to understand the I wouldn't say the individual person, but to know them, to know the background, and to essentially earn that type of trust together with them, it goes a long way.
Welcome to the Nicholas Brown Podcast, a podcast talk show about real estate investing, business leadership, and personal development. Each week, we explore current real-life case studies about how to build financial independence through investing in real estate to build your personal portfolio through passive income models, along with interviews from the top business leaders and personal development leaders. Now, here's your host, Nicholas Brown.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode. This is a special series of leadership. I got one of my Marine Corps buddies here, Marine Corps brothers, actually, Marine Corps brothers. So I'm going to read this because, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat, and he's going to teach you. He's going to teach you life aspects. But anyhow, I'm going to read the about section, and we're going to get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. So let me get to the about section. But before I begin, ladies and gentlemen, make sure if you watch this on YouTube, make sure, as I said before, again, make sure you guys subscribe. That's where you're going to get alert for a series of leadership for example, like I have with my guest here for this episode. If you're listening on podcasts, whether it's Spotify, iTunes, make sure you guys also download this so you can get alerts for series such as this also, which is leadership and personal development, what I deal with, as you know, also. So here we go. When I open this up. Today's guest is Chris Manning. Chris Manning is one of the nation's top talented technical recruiters. He's also experienced in anti-terrorism. He's a logistic assistant director and military veteran with 26 years of proven experience in such fields in the United States Marine Corps. Chris possesses a comprehensive background in security, threat protection, supply chain management, strategic planning derived from conducting domestic and global operations. He's a recipient of multiple awards for outstanding performance and professionalism. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Manning. Welcome to the show, Chris.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm trying to figure out who's got all the accolades.
Man, you got all those accolades. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening if you're watching on YouTube, you should see his wall. I'm excited for him. But that's what I always say too is we're part of the United States of America. We're not in the divided states of America. So it doesn't matter if you guys watching or listening, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, or whatever, we're united. There's a price for freedom. If you see his wall on here, ladies and gentlemen, he sacrificed for that. Now, thank you for your service, Chris.
I appreciate it, and Nick likewise, and I appreciate you, having me on your show. Yeah, well said. We are united in the United States. So right. No matter where you're at, all the loves is the same for everybody across the board. So I don't care what one way or another way. I got nothing but love for everybody out there.
That's right. And would you travel overseas, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And my point is, also if you're not in the military, you're still a part of the United States. There's a price for freedom that we sacrifice for. So if you went out to other parts of the country, you'll see the difference. We may fight and grumble because of, they say they're Democrat or liberal or whatever, but we're still part of the United States. So, you should be proud to be a part of that, to grow up. That's what my belief is. That's what I sacrifice for. So I don't care what you are, if you're Democrat, Republican, liberal, or whatever. If you go out to the other states, other countries, you understand our point, what we're talking about, and you understand how we fight and we're proud, and how people have sacrificed that were in America and those that speak up for the United States. But I'm kind of rambling, but I just wanted to make that point because of this type of series. It's a leadership series, Chris, and that's the point I wanted to bring out. So I just wanted to push that. You know what I mean? I wanted to push that.
No, absolutely. 36 plus countries I traveled to.
Wow.
And overall, this is the only country with these types of opportunities out there. So I mean, keeping an open mind, stepping back, looking at everything. We're the only country that truly has these types of opportunities.
Right.
Wherever you go, just sometimes, like I said, step back, look, but at the same token, deep dived in to see what we got, where we got, and what type of opportunities that are afforded out there.
That's right. So here's what we're gonna do. This is my letter. This is a letter that he's my brother, ladies and gentlemen. So when I speak that, he's a letter neck. So do or die, simplify, as we say before. So I just wanted to get all the other part out because I'm proud to be a Marine. It's the fruit of the proud. So so now that I got all the other part about the United States, I'm gonna talk to my brother, my Marine Corps brother. So leadership is different. So the purpose of this series, every part of leadership is different, but you're gonna get your perspective. But what we talk about here on this episode in this show, Chris, is we focus on three things: motivation, teaching, and perspective. Get your perspective. So what motivates you? We're gonna talk about leadership, which you're a leader, but let's go back a little bit in history, a little bit. You served in the service. How many years were you in the service?
Military. 24 years and 1 day.
23 years, 3 years and 24 years and 1 day, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Deep. So you had different techniques of leadership that you had to observe and follow at that time and lead. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Okay. But what got you into the military? What motivated you to go to the military?
Right. Going in the military, one is to be able to serve and to be able to help others. So right. Core belief for me, is helping people out, helping them and helping them succeed in life. So that was one part with this. So whenever I chose to join the Marine Corps, was they stand out from all the other services that that I spoke to, and essentially sat down with. So they stood out the most. Number one was the Marine Corps. Number two was the Navy.
Okay.
Number three was the Army. Okay. Just going in order because I remember this specifically. Okay. Because I went before I sat down with the Marine Corps. I sat down with all the other services first. To include the National Guard, the Coast Guard, everybody.
Sure.
So being able to be part of the association, the elite force is what truly stood out for me. And to have that opportunity to get out there, to serve and to help others. That's truly what got me in and stood out above ultimately everything else.
To serve and help others. Okay, that stood out. Which, ladies and gentlemen, he's actually in the field where he's doing such, because you're a recruiter at this time also, which we'll get further into that. I just want to prove a point on, like I said, different ways of leadership. As we say, you have to adapt and overcome. So am I correct, Leatherneck? That's how we're saying. So leadership, sometimes you have to adapt to overcome and adjust, improvise, as we say before, though. So he's in a different. So that's what motivated you to go to the service, serve and help those. help them succeed in life, which that follows through what he's doing now, ladies and gentlemen, which will lead to that further on to this podcast and the YouTube video. You'll understand the point. So what motivated you to become a leader?
No, for the leadership is,
Yes.
The attitude that I took towards everything is, essentially, it's almost like a, forged and baptized, in fire, through warrior ethos and disciplines. So, as we dive into more with who I am and what I've done, is, for leadership, being able to to guide, direct, and essentially, now I wouldn't say direct, but to be able to stand beside, fellow warriors, and fellow Marines from all different shapes of life, to be able to stand together with them, forged together for one I wouldn't say one cohesive unit, but setting aside differences of everything, to be able to walk that path together with them, to be able to step foot into battle together with them, and coming across with with a similar mindset, and direction for what we do, because I never say essentially lead, but to be able to serve together.
Gotcha.
Because I will never put myself on some type of pedestal.
Okay.
That's not me. That's not who I am. But to stand together with them, because we all learn from each other.
Right.
Essentially. Just one person to sit there and put plans on paper, for me is that one difference, because there's different aspects of what somebody else has seen, from a walk in life that that they came from in different situations that we may that I may not have seen, from a previous time, but essentially taking years of history to get, from different walks of life, different countries, different places, different things, to put together a master plan, a master cohesive unit, and to be able to essentially self-motivate, different ideas, to be able to create the success for whatever situation that we needed. And then when you step back and you look at it, you hear it.
It's leadership. So give me a verse.
It's the silence afterwards, essentially is, wow, we said, we put it all together.
Teamwork.
The teamwork, the subservient style leadership, as you were saying, that we foster.
So give me this then. For someone who wasn't in the military, or maybe a teenager, anyone can lead. So my point is, what is your quick version? If you just think right off the bat, what is leadership to you?
No, for leadership is willing to step up, to take action.
Willing to step up and take action. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, can you teach us something about leadership? Let's back that question up right now. So at this time, tell them the story. What is your position? You're a recruiter, right?
Yeah.
But you're not just any type of recruiter, correct? Am I correct? I know, but the audience doesn't know. And it's going to take some type of leadership. And it's and your values that you do, you learned how to follow. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if we had time, I want them to give you this, if you can, just give them the story how you came to the position. What's your title now? You're not just any recruiter. What type of recruiter are you?
Right. I'm a corporate technical intelligence recruiter. Essentially.
Wow.
Uh,
Corporate technical. What does it get again, sir?
Corporate technical intelligence recruiter.
Okay. What type of recruiter is that? Because that's special. That's a special type of recruiter
I specialize in certain fields.
in certain fields.
Yes, so I'm not tied to specifically one area. Is my hands are essentially are across the company. In the operations intelligence community.
Okay.
So essentially, the type of recruiting what I do, is for specific fields, in specific learn traits in jobs.
Okay.
So if it's that's the best way to say it for the non-military types is I look for the secret squirrels.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's a good way.
But did that just fall up on your lap, Chris? Did that position just fall? Just happen? Okay, it didn't just happen, right?
No.
So okay. Did you have to take some initiative to get that? You had to improvise. I mean, you had to learn what your old skills from leading and following other leaders to get to that position.
Yes, I did.
Got down.
Yes, and actually that's what I start to employ as I do the jobs.
Okay.
So as you go through, the different situations, and like you said before, is taking initiatives in jobs, willing to learn, and that's another big one is, you have to be willing to learn, and you have to be teachable and coachable. So as you go through, and step back, observe, and look, like we discussed before, then then you can start to see where other holes are that may be out there that you need to fill in to make things work and operate right. It's kind of like a watch, right?
Right.
Not the one nowadays. I guess nowadays, make sure you plug the battery. But an analog watch.
Right. Yeah, I know your point. Yeah.
You know what? This isn't working. Wait, what's the first thing? I gotta do an immediate action. On a watch. Tap, rack, bang. Tap, 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 tap.
Yeah.
You want? Yeah, the tapping didn't work. Maybe I should wind it. To refresh everything. So
you hit me back old school, man. Those words. If the listeners are watching, you know what we mean, man. So but hey, so what is your perspective on today's, because you're a little let me back, man. I feel like I could do another series with you, man. I'm serious. I feel like I could do. I bet you could tell some stories, man. Did you have a troop? What was your MOS in the military? What was your position? Because you deal, ladies and gentlemen, man, I'm telling you, this is a whole new episode. So I'm telling you, I'm gonna read this once again, ladies and gentlemen. You have a treat here. Yes, he's a top talented technical recruiter. He's also experienced in anti-terrorism. So you're familiar with OPSEC, correct? The word OPSEC, Operation Security, ladies and gentlemen. He was a logistic assistant director, which I'm thinking you had people under you. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay, so they had to deal with leadership. You had to follow something and learn something to get to the next level. As he said, teamwork. But ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm saying this is because his wording, he just took me back. He just took me back in the military. I've been over 30-some years. He got me in the detention, ladies and gentlemen, with these words. So, anti-terrorism, man, they had to trust you for their position, man. Because when, ladies and gentlemen, when we say OPSEC and all that, that's operational security. They cannot leave these ears. It cannot leave this desk. Operation security. So he has to be trustworthy. He was trustworthy, and people will follow him, and he'll follow. And he said the word coachable, and man, teamwork. So tell me this. That's where I was leading to again. What is your, because ladies and gentlemen, we're about to end it. Like I said, we can go to another series. I'd love to have Chris on here again just to talk about life and personal development in general. If you don't mind, I'd love to have you on there one day.
I'd be honored to come back with you.
Just talk about that. So what is your perspective on today's leadership methods compared to the past that you did before? What's your perspective? What's your thoughts on that? Because you have adjusted to the position that you got now. So you got one of the top positions. That's unique, right? Not all recruiters get this position that you have now, correct?
Correct. There's not too many out there that that focus just on the specific areas that I do.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. To be honest, is the difference between leadership in the past, to what we do now, and the way that I approach things now, is before, as you remember, back when we were in the Marine Corps, is the old-fashioned style that we did it was, I wouldn't call it old-fashioned, but it's just barking orders. You do this, you do this, and you do this. Now if I have to get my hands dirty, there's a problem. Right.
We're gonna have to play games. We're gonna play freaking games.
No, absolutely. Get my
out. Yeah, get in the dirt. Make it rain. Yes.
But nope, halfway. All right, back down. But essentially, that style, that we grew up with, then getting back, and I'll throw you back, even further, coming up in the smoker platoon. That's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's a whole new episode, man.
But so that way, generally doesn't work with society today.
Yeah. It's evolved. That's why he says they'll learn how to adjust and just get the movement. Because I always say it's kind of evolved a little bit different than the past.
Right, absolutely. With the adjustments though that that I did personally is what makes you tick. When you start to learn, take a more personal invested approach towards the person, just like teaching martial arts.
Yeah.
Not every single move works for this and works for every single person. And why would that be? Different.
Side note, ladies and gentlemen, you're a black belt, correct?
Yes.
Are you a black belt? Okay. Just want to make that note, ladies and gentlemen. He's a black belt in martial arts.
Yeah, a couple different forms, but anyway.
Wow. Go ahead. I had to plug that. Yeah. Go ahead, Lily.
So not every single move and technique or defense will work for every person, because size, shape, genetics, so you need to learn to work together with the people to help perfect their own individual craft, if you will. Sure. So I take a warrior style leadership approach, much like to say in a similar way that I digest it, teaching martial arts, is I do that with the person as well. So so what motivates you is not going to motivate somebody else,
right?
Or maybe it will, but it's not but it's not going to sink in and click together with them as well. So being able to understand the I wouldn't say the individual person, but to know them, to know the background, and to essentially earn that type of trust together with them, it goes a long way.
This episode is brought to you by Nicholas Brown, REI.club.
Hello and thanks for watching this brief video. My name is Nicholas Brown. I'm an author and a residential developer here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we're on target this quarter of redeveloping 5 properties here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And our passive investors, they're just sitting back and relaxing it because they're enjoying receiving the double-digit returns, which is protected, secured, and insured. So if you're a passive investor, or if you have 401k or retirement income or decent credit scores in the 700 and above,
then download our chart for more information at nicholasbrownrei.club/partner, and I'll send you our DFW double-digit returns case study chart. Once again, for more information, go to nicholasbrownrei.club/partner. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
So that's
It sticks. It sticks. It's something that sticks on the bump. Yeah, right.
Like glue, not like napalm, like glue.
Exactly. I got you.
Yeah, but taking that style of vested interest, together with people, that's and running that race, essentially running that race together with them. Being there with them and working it together with them as much as possible. For me, that's what I find that works.
Right.
Because,
that's the different styles. That's the styles of leadership, as we said earlier. That's
exactly. Doesn't matter how high I rose. I rose in rank, in positions, or anything else. I'm still that type of person that will call you literally from halfway around the world to see how you're doing.
Man, that's awesome, man. I believe it too. I see it. Yeah, I feel it.
I've done it. I've done it a few times to quite a few people, and they're so you are literally on the other side of the planet, and you are calling me. That says something.
Ladies and gentlemen, why I got it this time, make sure you go to his LinkedIn and look at the LinkedIn before you reached out. He's proven the point. He's reachable. You may not be able to catch him on time, but he's reachable. He has some great motivational sayings on their videos. Watch those videos. He's teaching you how. And I'm a testimony. When I initially met this human being, he's a Marine, but I met this person because that's what we all are, man. We're human beings. It's me too. He's natural, man. You can just draw. You hear his wording, and if you see him right now, you'll see he's a realist. He's just natural. He want to see. I love seeing people successful. That's why I am. The reason why I went to Marine Corps, man, I was the one that get in front of the bullet or whatever at that time. That I felt like there was no second thoughts to it. So he's an example that he would not get in front of a bullet at that time, back in time, but he's a realist, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you guys go to his LinkedIn channel, send him a DM message, got any questions, but watch those videos he has on his LinkedIn, the motivation to go on, which that's going to tie into this, Chris, because like I said, I got kind of passionate, and we went over my time. That's where I have my timer. And this is valuable, like you're valuable. That's why I said we got to do another series. Just like I said, talk about personal development and how can we overcome that. But you are a true leader. You have different, like I said, there's different methods. And I'm honored and fortunate to meet you on LinkedIn. I see a long bridge that we'll build together. But I want you, if you have any words of encouragement for our listeners, anything, any of your favorite mottos or your sayings that you go by, or what have you talked about recently on LinkedIn that, ladies and gentlemen, if you watch that video, you'll see what I mean. So it's on you, Chris.
I'll say this though, is you touched on a very valuable point and a very personal point with me, is seeing people success, and become successful. That that's what motivates me to continue to help others as well, because nothing is ever about me. It's about me trying to help you succeed to get to get where you want to be in life. That's what fuels me, and that's what drives me. So even talking about the LinkedIn videos that I do, it's about trying to help others. Help them succeed. Give them some motivation, some knowledge, some inspiration.
Right.
Sayings that one of the sayings that I love to use is, and when you dissect this, I apply this to essentially all things in life.
Okay.
Any man can be beaten on any given day. We must prepare for that day to come. So
okay, any man can be beaten on any given day. We must be prepared for that day to come.
Correct.
Okay.
So when I talk about that, complacency, that's one thing. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You show up, you go to work, whatever you're doing in life. As Kobe Bryant said, as well, that Mamba mentality.
Okay.
I've been saying this, essentially for 20 plus years. That's that same saying, but I love the way that he words it as well, because essentially it encompasses the same type. I can't be complacent. I gotta work harder. I gotta drive harder. I gotta dig deep into my soul to make sure that I continue on.
That's right.
Because if I don't give it my all to help you, how did I truly help you? Did I help you or did I hinder you? Did I stop it? Did I stop your forward momentum? Because if timing is of essence, I just prepared myself for failure. I didn't prepare myself for that situation, that incident, that battle, that fight.
This episode is brought to you by Nicholas Brown, REI.club.
Hello and thanks for watching this brief video. My name is Nicholas Brown. I'm an author and a residential developer here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we're on target this quarter of redeveloping 5 properties here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And our passive investors, they're just sitting back and relaxing it because they're enjoying receiving the double-digit returns, which is protected, secured, and insured. So if you're a passive investor, or if you have 401k or retirement income or decent credit scores in the 700 and above,
then download our chart for more information at nicholasbrownrei.club/partner, and I'll send you our DFW double-digit returns case study chart. Once again, for more information, go to nicholasbrownrei.club/partner. It's deep, bro.
Yeah, so
Hey.
I mean, that's
You got a video on that also on LinkedIn? Seriously?
No, I don't. But
Okay.
but actually,
Let's
I'll tell you this: is my next one. I need to release it tomorrow.
Okay.
So you know what? I'll tag you in it. I'll tag you in it.
Please do.
Come out the idea on that as well.
Please do. Please do.
Yeah,
Please do
absolutely.
tag me on that. Well, hey Chris, hey little Nick, I appreciate you coming on in this series, man. I'm honored to have you on here, man, because you gave some nuggets on here that I love to have you on another series, personal development and leadership. But just come on, man. Just come join me one day. Just come join me, man. Yeah. Well, how can you be reached before we end this?
Yeah.
What do you have going on, or how can they be reached? Any plugs you want to give out to the audience?
You know what? It's the LinkedIn's and is probably my that's my main platform that I'm active on. So absolutely, hit me up, pull me up. Yeah, me and my wife on there together.
Okay.
So as far as photos, easy enough to find.
Yeah.
We got our Instagram that's out there as well. now we're in the working businesses. It's now of course, we got to take care of mind, body, spirit, and soul, right?
That's right. Right.
I'm in health and nutrition as well.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely. Clean, organic. All across the board. So, Chris and Rachel Manning is our Instagram.
Okay, Chris and Rachel Manning is Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
on LinkedIn, ladies and gentlemen, look for Chris Manning. You can reach him out on Chris Manning. And if it's more Mannings, he'll stand out because he has the videos of motivation. He got a lot of people liking, sharing, and commenting. I promise you, you'll see that. But just read it and listen. You'll see he stand out. He's not just a Chris Manning. He stands out.
Yeah.
But hey, little Nick, I appreciate your time on that. I really do.
Yeah. No, honor truly. Appreciate you.
All right. Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Hopefully you guys got some nourishment, as we said, got that. But as I always say when I end this, don't condemn, don't complain, because you have a choice to make a change. Have a great day.
Absolutely. Appreciate you.
Thanks for joining us on the Nicholas Brown Podcast. Make sure to visit our website, www.nickbrowninc.com, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Stitcher, or via RSS, so you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. If you like this show and you are a new real estate investor, then check out one of Nicholas's free reports called the Wholesale Dominator Report, also located on our website, www.nickbrowninc.com/free reports. Be sure to tune in for our next episode. And remember, don't condemn, don't complain, because you have a choice to make a change. Have a great day.